Hey guys, welcome to the GameCast channel. This is a brand new YouTube channel that's going to be like a gaming slash podcast channel. Basically, it's going to be a podcast with gaming footage thrown on top, and I'm going to be trying to upload weekly for you guys. Basically, we're going to be discussing random topics, and if you guys have a topic that you feel passionate about or that you want to hear about, let me know down in the comments below and we will make it happen. But without further ado, today's topic is, should esports be in the Olympics? So we're going to start off by talking a little bit about the popularity of video games in general. Video games recently have just been blowing up, like absolutely blowing up. If you look at Fortnite, over 200 million players already. That is an astonishing number, guys, 200 million. And Apex Legends, which hasn't even been around as long, already has over 50 million players. And so, a lot of this I think has to do with the younger generation playing more video games. And, I know I'm not the only one that can say this, but I have all of these little cousins that are like 5 years old, and they come to family events and their eyes are literally glued to the iPad, and they're playing Fortnite, and they're like, oh my god, I just got the boom bow from a chest in Salty Springs. And I'm just like, facepalm. But yeah, like, so many younger kids are playing Fortnite and all these video games now, that the gaming community in general is actually growing. It's getting larger. And this obviously has to do, like I said, with the multitude of platforms. But my question is that with the younger generation growing up with more video games, do you guys think that in the near future, the Olympics will decide to have esports in it? Now, there's a lot of people that think that esports should be in the Olympics, and amongst them is this guy with a really cool name, Tony Estanguier. And he's the co-president of the 2024 Paris Committee for the Olympics, and he's planning on making a case for esports inclusion in the Olympics. But there's a lot of people that think that esports shouldn't be in the Olympics. From ESPN, John Skipper said that esports were quote-unquote competitions and not really sports, so they shouldn't be included in the Olympics. Also from ESPN, Colin Cowherd literally vowed to quit his job if ESPN ever covered esports. So there's a lot of debate around this topic, and people feel really strongly. So to assess this, let's take a little look at the history of the Olympics. So the Olympics were actually inspired by the ancient Olympic Games that were originally held way back in the day in Greece. And these were like athletic and religious festivals that were meant to honor the almighty Zeus, right? They had games like running, long jump, shot put, javelin, boxing, and equestrian events. But they eventually died out when the Romans basically took over all of Europe, and they didn't really agree with paganism, so anything that said Zeus, they pretty much destroyed. So all of the temples, stadiums, all of it, bam, gone, right? So that was pretty much the end of the Olympic Games as we know them. However, the modern day Olympics are kind of modeled after those Olympic Games, and they're about showcasing athletic prowess between countries and letting the host city and country showcase themselves to the world. And I know some of you guys might be saying is like, oh, but the Olympics is for sports and gaming isn't really like a sport, right? But guys, look, okay, let me give you the definition of a sport. A sport is any activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against one another for entertainment. Tell me that's not gaming. Tell me that gaming doesn't require really good hand-eye coordination. Tell me it doesn't require really good reflexes. It's something you have to practice and develop as a skill, If you look at some of the best gamers out there, Ninja he wasn't just born good at Fortnite and Halo. It's something that he played for a long time and got really good at. And then he was good at Halo. And then he was good at Fortnite. If you take a look at Faker from League of Legends, he wasn't amazing just right off the bat. It's something that he practiced. He played so many games. It's a skill that he refined to get good at. And that's why Faker is so good at League of Legends. So if gaming is something that requires physical skill because, it requires that fine motor control and practice and reflexes, and it allows you to play as an individual or as a team for the sake of entertainment, it is defined as a sport, literally. Well, Thomas Bach, who is the president of the International Olympic Committee, and if you guys don't know what the International Olympic Committee is, it's basically the committee that's in charge of running the Olympics, and they're pretty much in charge of the Olympics. And this guy's the president of that committee, and he says that gaming is just too violent for the Olympics. But to that I say, not every game is about killing or shooting. Take a look at Rocket League, for example, right? Rocket League is a game about cars playing soccer. There's literally no violence to that, yo. Zero, none, nada. So if that's the case, then why can't Rocket League be in the Olympics? Why can't these non-violent video games be in the Olympics? Also, can y'all imagine the amount of people that would be so mad over this? Like, I can just imagine all these people that are just like super jocks and super into, oh, sports in the Olympics only. They're just gonna be so butthurt if gaming ever made it into the Olympics. And I can imagine that it would just be the biggest mess of a situation I've ever seen. And people would like ban the Olympics and boycott the Olympics, and I have no idea how it would go down, but I'm pretty sure it would ensue with anarchy. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But honestly, you know, I think esports should be in the Olympics. I think it's a great way for esports to get its name out there, for more people to watch esports, for it to be recognized on the same level of sportsmanship as all these other things. It's honestly something that, you know, as a gamer myself, as someone who's grown up around video games, as someone who really loved video games, I really want to see esports make it. But what do you guys think? Do you think that esports should be in the Olympics, or do you think things should stay the way they are right now? Leave a comment down below and let me know. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming podcasts. I try to upload every week with a new topic to discuss, so hopefully we'll get to see you guys soon next week.